Hi, Austin Shakespeare. My name is Rachel Cohen, and I'll be doing a reading for you today from Tewlfth Night and Arcadia. Let's get started, shall we? So, this first one is Viola. There is a fair behavior in thee, captain, and though that nature with a beauteous wall doth oft close in pollution, yet of thee I believe thou hast the mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I pray thee, I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else mayhap time I will commit, only shape thou silence with my wit. And here is Olivia. What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art, thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions and spirit do give me fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft. Unless this master were the man. How now? Even so quickly one may catch the plague. Methinks I feel this use perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mind's eye. And now to Arcadia. We'll start with Hannah. Are you always like this? The point is, the Cromes, of course, had the hermit under their noses 20 years, so hardly thought it was worth remarking, as I'm finding out. The peacock letter is still the main source, unfortunately. When I read this, well, it was one of those moments that tell you what your next book is going to be about. The Hermit of Sidley Park was my epiphany. Did he do anything? Oh, he was very busy. When he died, the cottage was stacked solid with paper. Hundreds of pages, thousands. Peacock says he was suspected of genius. It turns out, of course, he was off his head. He'd covered every sheet with cabalistic proofs that the world was coming to an end. It's perfect, isn't it? A perfect symbol, I mean. Of what? The whole romantic sham, Bernard. It's what happened to the Enlightenment, isn't it? A century of intellectual rigor turned in on itself. A mind in chaos suspected of genius. In a setting of cheap thrills and false emotion. The history of the garden says it all beautifully. And here's Chloe. The best thing is you wait here, save you tramping around. She spends a good deal of time in the garden, as you may imagine. Well, she's writing a history of the garden, didn't you know? Well, it's not exactly a history of the garden either. I'll let Hannah explain it. The trench you nearly drove into is all to do with it. I was going to say make yourself comfortable, but that's hardly possible. Everything's been cleared out. It's en route to the nearest lavatory. Thank you, and I hope to meet you soon.